Hey everybody, hi. This is RevEssie and I'm doing a little order today, and I was doing it privately and personally, and then something said make a video so my friends who can also can see what I'm doing. So I have a mess here, but what I'm doing is I just want to show you how I'm doing this. I'm really hoping it's going to come in. Yeah. So what I'm doing is you can use parchment paper and cut it into circles or whatever you have, but that's kind of hard to do. So I found a little quick thing. As you notice, I have the sausages, breakfast sausages in here, wide mouth so your meat can come out easy. And I have 6 of those. Well, I have 1 small mouth. I have 6 breakfast sausages. And then I start doing these sausages, ball bebbins. Oh, well, swaggerties. But you get these little breakfast sausages as well. And what I did was, get this off of here. Okay, so what I did was, I literally took the paper that's already in there, and I started to, I don't know if you can see that, am I in the camera? Okay. And I started to wrap them within the paper to save myself from wrapping it with that paper. So what I did was, well, let me do one of these first. Let me do, as I see. Okay. Let me kind of, because I cut most of this off anyway. I'll try to cut halfway up. Hold on. Okay. So what you do is you take one, lay it down here, lay it towards the end. I think it's ice. Yeah, can you see what I'm doing? I hope I'm in. Okay. Lay it towards the end. Go like this, and you can either grab it and curl it. Okay. What I like to do is lay it towards the end and lay it down and put another one on. Cover it over. Okay. And I don't think, maybe you can get one more on here and cover it over. And then what I did was, I thought to myself, it wasn't going down into the jar perfectly like this. Am I in? It's hard to do that this way. Sorry about that. So what I did was, I took scissors and I just start cutting around in a circle. Less paper to go into the jar. Okay. And it's easier to stick in there, right? So I cut scissors around in a circle. And I stuffed it. I gotta make sure I'm in. Let me get this camera in right. Sorry about that, guys. I can't tell if I'm in. Okay. And what I did was I stuffed it down into the jar and pushed as hard as I could to be down to the bottom. Down to the bottom of the jar. Okay. And then you get a couple more. I'm not ready to use the white paper in here yet. You kind of save your paper. I found a way to like save your paper. You know what I mean? And then put another one on top. Again, fold it again. Put another one on. And fold it. Okay, and kind of put them together so you won't, make sure you don't cut the meat. And then cut around. Cut off some of the excess paper. It's not going to be a pretty cut, but you're saving your food. Who's worried about being pretty, right? Okay. Sorry for those little pieces. I didn't have that before until I turned the camera on. Then you put them back. Can you see? Yeah. Then you put them back down in here. Now, when they're frozen, you got to let them sit out for a little while because they're frozen when you first get them. And I think that's 6. Yeah, 3 and 3. Well, I'll do. Let me see. I'll do 2 more. 6, 7, 8. Okay. And I would do 1 more, but I need 2 more in this jar. 6, 7, 8. And then there's 8 in this jar. That's like a couple for 2 for 4 people, or 4 for 2 people, however you want to do it. That looks nice, huh? And now, I'll get one more. Now, am I in? Yeah. So now what I can do is take one of these, the paper that's already in, and you use this paper as well. And that way you're saving paper. You can get like two on this paper and cut it. Stick it in. Yeah, you got to let them sit out though, because they're really when they're real frozen, you're not going to be able to get them down to the bottom of these jars. Okay, and you're going to need one. I'll use this for one. Why waste the paper, right? I'll use this little piece for one. And that way you're separating your meat when you pull it out. So that's 1, 2, 3. Take this paper. I might be able to, 4, 5. I'm going to have to double these up and try and see. Yep. Just have to be careful when I'm cutting in between, though. Here we go. And see, the paper separates the meat. So when you're ready to take it out and give it to your family, it'll come right out. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's one more jar. And I'll use this last paper, I think. There's going to be a couple more, so let me get one more piece here. You can tear it off wild. I mean, it doesn't have to be all specific and professional, because it's just going to get cut up anyway. It's just going to get cut up anyway. Okay, so. Or 1. Separate them. 2. 1, 2. Fold it over. 3, 4. And I'm making ice cubes in case you're wondering what that noise is. I have the ice cube tray, ice cube maker beside me. I gotta go on. When I have the energy, I gotta get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever try to do anything if you're tired and worn out or you had a rough day, because it's not going to turn out good for you. You know, might as well wait until you, that's 2. Three. 'Cause a little bit of the meat, okay. 4, 5. Okay, now, let me widen this up. My hands are, hold on 1 minute. Widen this up and show you what I got here. Okay. Make it smaller, actually. Let's see. You can see my bags underneath the table. I have bags upon, I still have meat under here. I have chicken and all kind of stuff. I have, you see this? Well, my canning day, I've been getting it. I can't. Okay, there we go. So what we have here is, I'm praying to God you were able to see what I was doing. Let's throw this box out the way. I have, in the round breakfast sausage, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jars of that. I messed up some of these jars. I gotta clean them off anyway whenever I do the rims. 5 jars of breakfast sausage, the round ones, and 2, 4, 6 of the links. And I have a double canner, so I'll put some on the bottom, and I'll put some on top probably. Okay, so I have 2 of those and 6 of the links. And what I'm going to do also is, what I'm going to do is, I have this chuck steak. Okay, I have a chuck steak. Not bad, $6.45 from Walmart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this chuck steak. And this is how you can do your meat. Okay, back this up a little bit. I don't know. I want to put it. I'll put it in a quart. Now, when you are canning with quarts and pints together, can your pints according to the time of the quart. You know, so, you know, some people are like, well, the pint's only supposed to be like 90 minutes or what have you, and the quarts are, quarts are 90 and the pints are 45. Can both of them according to the biggest one you have. So what I'll do here is, you can cut your steak in pieces, but I like to leave mine whole, believe it or not, and it comes out whole. Well, I guess I could cut it. Let me think. This is a fun part. If you want to cut it and serve it in pieces to your family, you know what I mean? You could do it that way, or you could just put it in whole and it'll fall out whole. Now, I like wide mouth. I don't think I have any wide mouths over here, because the meat comes out better with wide mouth, but I'll put it in whole. Okay, I'll put it in whole. And just to add a little different touch to it, and let me see, hold on. I'll put the onions in now. Well, I'll put the onions in now. A little turmeric. I'll put the little turmeric in now. Can you guys? Oh, you can see. Okay, cool. I'll put a little turmeric in there. And when it comes out, it's going to be yellow. So if somebody says her meat was yellow there, you'll know what happened. It's supposed to be yellow. Let me put a little. Oh, it was already open. I'm going to put a little thyme in there. Thyme is kind of strong. I don't like to use a lot of it. And I'll put 1 bay leaf in there. I actually have a big bag of these. I just keep filling it with it, and they're huge. You can tell they don't belong in here. I'll put 1 bay leaf in there, okay? And I will add a little garlic. And when you're canning, one thing you got to watch out for, be very careful with garlic. Yeah, well, unless you love garlic like my family does. We love garlic. Because garlic, for some strange reason, when it goes into the pressure cooker, it gets really, really strong. Some people don't like all that seasoning, you know what I'm saying? So be very careful with your garlic. All right, and let me get a little salt. Get a little salt. Pour a little salt in there for me. This is gray salt. This is Celtic salt. You can see it's kind of wet. You got to shake it. It's hard to shake it out of the shaker, so I just take the lid off. And you just kind of either use your hands like you see cooks do on TV. Put a little salt in there. Let me see. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is Celtic salt. It's pretty good. This has 3 different types of magnesium in it, and it's really good for your body. But it's not like table salt. It doesn't have all that junk in it to make it, last. Well, it lasts, but it's not. It doesn't shake real easy. And this is gray Celtic salt. Pretty cool. All right, and now I will do an onion. Messy business. You can always clean it when you're done. When I cut my onion, I like to cut and pull up on it, because it pulls off most of the skin. Instead of just cutting through, cut and pull up. There you go. The skin comes off real easy. All right. Pull up on the side of your other hand, and not the side of the knife. Okay. Look at that good onion. Oh my God! Look at the milk coming out of this onion. Did you see the milk come out? Awesome. And don't forget, do not put water in your meat. Well, some people do. Some people do, but you have to know. It's kind of hard to guess. I mean, you watch some of those videos and stuff from people from other countries, and they put water in their meat. But you have to be very careful, because meat has its own juices, and it will cook up to like here. So you have to be very careful. I don't like to put water in my meat. And even when you read the book from your canner, at least Presto canner, it tells you do not add water to your meat. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to put onions in anything. Let me see. Maybe I'll drop some onions in a couple of these, make them taste good in the morning. Yeah, I'll put a couple onions there. All right. Okay. And then, let me move this stuff out of the way. Okay, and you guys heard me say this a million times, maybe, but I save all of my lids. I reuse lids. Some of these are new, some of them are used. I save my lids, but I will be using these new ones, the new big ones in here. I think, are they in there? I'll be using the new big ones because I don't like to play around with my meat. Now, you can use the small ones for your jellies or what have you, you know what I mean? But I like to use the new ones for my meat because you never know how long your meat is going to be on the shelf. And make sure I have all the big ones in here. Okay, so I ran into a little situation, my friends. And what it is the fact that I thought I had new wide mouth lids, flats, as they call them. And I thought I have 2 bags of these, and I thought that one bag was large, and it's not. So what I'm going to have to do is just watch my meat this time. My daughter and I are going to we're going to have to really make sure we use this up and check it every now and then, make sure they don't pop, which I doubt they don't. You know what I mean? Because I don't have very many problems with my lids popping, and I don't know why. Because some people, it's a blessing. Some people, their lids pop real easy. I don't know if it has to do with where they live at, or I don't know. So what you do is take each one of these. I'm going to take each one of these and wipe the rims off with this paper towel, okay? Because it's meat, and there's grease on the meat. And that causes the seal on the lid. Let me use this lid. That'll cause the seal on the lid to pop. So I'll be back. All right, so I have them all sealed now. I have the small seals. And as you can see, some of these are used. A couple of them are new. But I don't usually have a problem with them. I just put a new, use a piece of tape or something on them. And then I'll redo the dates and everything. So they're all sealed. I mean, they're all with the lid, put the lids on. And now I'm going to get the canner ready and drop them in a canner. And you know what, folks? I forgot I had some chubs. I had some chubs, and they were falling off here in the sink. I forgot they were there. I had I think 5 rolls or something. So I just put 2 in each one of these quarts. And now I'm going to wipe off the top of the quarts and clean them off. And I'm going to do all my meat at one time. Una mas. No, maybe not. I'm going to do all my meat at one time, hopefully. If I can fit them all into my canner. So just wanted to show you that I'll be cleaning these rings off with vinegar and putting the rings on. Cleaning the lids, whatever, off and putting the rings on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I could not mix my quarts with my pints double stacked. So I have 11 pints. If you remember, this was the breakfast sausage. Okay, so we have 11 pints in here, and I'm getting ready to put them on. Okay, and I wanted to show you guys this too, so you'll have it. And I'm sorry about the lighting, but if you look up the top up here, 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts. So since these are all pints, they're going to be in for 75 minutes. And I'll let you see what they look like when they come out, okay? Hey, God bless. See you later. And I left it on too long, and it was still cooking for about 5 minutes. But its pressure is going down. Okay, I am going to take a video of me taking my first batch out. It is 7:15, and this went down to 0. Can you see? Yeah, this went down to 0, so there's no pressure in there. So I'll take that off. I'll release this for about 3 or 4 minutes. About 4 or 5 minutes. And then we'll be back, and I'll start taking everything out. And then I'll put my second batch in while I'm studying to, I'll read my notes for tomorrow to preach online. God is good. Timing is excellent. Okay, so I'm going to take out the jars now. Lifting the lid. And where's my, oh, here it is. All right, and we will see how they came out. Make sure you guys can see. Okay. That is the sausage that I was wrapping, if you remember. See the paper, how it's separating the meat? That's the sausage that I was wrapping. Oh, and they're sealing. You can hear them sealing. And this is the breakfast sausage links. There they are. That is the first. Oh, see, they're sealing. Awesome. Okay. Let me see if I get them closer for you. There they go. Breakfast sausage links and the sausage patties as well. I got another one to do. I want to hurry up before it gets too late. Okay, I'm filling it up with water for the second time. And I just wanted to show you guys the sausage like boiling still. Okay, that should be good. Still processing. That's why you don't bother. So I'm getting ready to do my second batch. Something just happened I wanted to show you guys. They all sealed already. This is like, it is, can you see the stove? The clock. It is 7:33. And they all sealed already. See, that's what I'm talking about. Using old seals, but you don't want to use them too much, you know. I really wish I had the new ones, but I didn't. So I did what I had to do. They're all sealed, every one of them. God, it is 10 minutes to 10. I thought I had a way to go, but the food is beeping and it is ready to be turned off. There we go. 9:52. And I'm just finishing up my second load. I'll show you in about a half an hour after it cools off and I can take the lid off. Okay, it is 11 o'clock at night. Well, it's 10:30. 10:30 at night, and I am tired. I had a good day, though, so I'm going to get ready to take these out and show you how they came out. Okay. Let that sit for a couple minutes. I'll let it sit for like 2 or 3 minutes, then I'll be back. Okay, sorry about the noise, but I wanted to give you guys some more light. And I'm going to take this off now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See how the water cooked out of here? How much water that ground meat made? It looks nice. You can see the bottom too. All right. That's one ground meat. 2. 3, 4. I had to use quarts for the ground meat because it was partially, it wasn't frozen, but it was still really cold, and it would have never fit into a pint. So I used quarts, which was 90 minutes. And here's the steak. Remember I did the steak? I'll take it up so you can see it, hopefully. Remember I did a steak with the onions and everything in it? That's the steak. Yet again. Oh, I am tired. I am ready to go to bed. So that was my whole meat order that I did today from Walmart earlier. Let me get it in a little closer. Let me see. Okay, and as you can see, they're still processing. That's why you let them set. Yeah, to see they're sealing. You can hear them sealing. That's good. And I did these today. It's 3, 6, and also did, don't forget, I did the sausage today. Remember when I did the sausage earlier today? And that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I did 11 plus 6, 17 jars of food. That was my whole meat order today. So God bless. Hey, thanks guys for watching. And don't be afraid to can, okay? Don't be afraid to can. I have a whole list on YouTube and also on Rumble, or you can email me or what have you. Get in touch with me on Facebook at RevEssie, okay? And I'll answer any question that if you have a question that you need to know the answer to, I'll try to answer. But don't be afraid to can. Store your food up, see? And this way you don't have to worry about freezers and none of that. If the electric goes off and we go off grid or something crazy happens, you can still eat your food. And you can play with it. You can add like different seasonings and everything to your meat or what have you, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to bed and I'll be on live preaching tomorrow. I'm tired. God bless you. TTYL. To God be the glory for the things he has done. One last look before I end the night. And tomorrow I'll label these ones. I labeled the other ones, but tomorrow I'll label these ones. Just want to show you. That's plain hamburgers. So when you get ready to make, when you get ready to make spaghetti or what have you, there's no seasoning and all that kind of stuff, and it's plain hamburger. Sometimes I put seasoning in it, you know, or I put those little mamacitas with the peppers and everything in them. And this is just raw hamburger or chili or what have you. It's ready for you. And that was the whole steak that I put in there. All right. Well, God bless. This is the next morning at 6:37 in the morning. I just wanted to show you guys how this came out. See, you have your fat on there, but you can always take it out whenever you get ready to use your meat. That's why there's some people who don't like that look. And this was the steak. This was the steak with the garlic and onions and everything in it. Okay. And there is my meat from last night. Okay, let's see. You can tell the sausage I was showing you. Okay. And they came out nice. They came out good. God is good and worthy to be praised. Ready for another day. God bless. 17 jars of homemade goodness, and all of them sealed. Every one of them sealed. So there you go.